Neil Blomkamp returns with another Johannesburg adventure in Chappie. Let's check it out. Chappie stars Hugh Jackman, Dev Patel, and Sigourney Weaver, and is directed by Neil Blomkamp. And so in Chappie, Dev Patel plays this engineer, and he has created this whole new robot police force, and he's the mastermind behind all of it. But he has further aspirations for the whole gig. He wants to create something with more of a human consciousness, and so he takes one of the destroyed robots and plugs in his firmware in it and creates Chappie. And when he turns on Chappie, it pretty much starts from zero. He is an infant. It's basically like raising a child. And so we go through this whole process of watching Chappie grow up. And he's hyper aware of his surroundings. He's taking in everything he sees. He's really gullible, as any, I guess, child would be. And the whole story is pretty much Chappie's journey into adult robothood, I guess you could call it. And let me tell you, going into this, I am a big Neil Blomkamp fan. I really loved District 9. District 9 is just an amazing movie. I thought it had a perfect pacing because it started out with this kind of almost reality-based TV type format, and then it slowly escalates into something bigger and better, and by the end of the movie, you're just blown away. And I was also a big fan of Elysium with Matt Damon. I know it got some mixed reviews, but Neil Blomkamp puts such a director's stamp on his movies, and there's such a grittiness and dirtiness and realism to them. Is Chappie his best work? No, not really. It's got a lot going for it, and it's got some things that are just downright annoying. It's bookended really well. It starts off great. You got this almost like RoboCop type feel to it, and you got all your robot soldiers on the ground, and there's this big gang war that they're having, and it's a really action-packed opening, and I was really invested, you know, within the first 10-15 minutes. And then when Chappie comes around, it's almost like Short Circuit a little bit. The action comes to a halt, and that's fine if you got really good character development, but the problem was the drug dealers. Ninja, Yolandi, and America. They're so cliched, and you've seen them time and time again. The only thing that really sticks out about them are their haircuts. But everything underneath is just, like I said, it's cliched, and it comes off as annoying. And Dion, played by Dev Patel, is the engineer who created Chappie. He kind of gets caught up with these drug dealers, and he is forced to basically leave Chappie with them. So they are, in a way, raised by the drug dealers, and he starts picking up their lingo, and it almost turns into kind of a farce or a comedy. I would say Yolandi's probably the most bearable of them. I thought she had quite a few scenes that were kind of interesting, and she kind of takes on the mother role of Chappie. But then one of the other characters, Ninja, is the most annoying. He takes advantage of Chappie a lot, and because of that, you see Chappie turn into this criminal robot. And also, Hugh Jackman and Sigourney Weaver, they really kind of take a back seat in this movie. Hugh Jackman does play the bad guy, but he doesn't pull it off quite as well, and his shorts and haircut kind of get in the way too. One cool aspect, though, is Hugh Jackman's character is creating this giant robot called Moose, which is really cool, but it looks a lot like the giant robot in RoboCop. If it wasn't for the last half hour of Chappie, I would definitely give it a 2 hours lost. But the last half hour does pick up quite a bit. The action ramps up. You see the face-off between Chappie and Moose. And that scene is really action-packed and really cool. And then also after that scene, there's this big kind of, I guess I'd call it a twist in the movie that I didn't expect, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. The last scene in the movie also is a twist. And I really like what Neil Blomkamp did in those last scenes. And you almost kind of see this movie as kind of a message that he was trying to portray, whereas you are basically a product of your surroundings. He also raises a lot of cool ideas with humans and robots and consciousness and maybe blending of the two. All said and done, I like Chappie because of its uniqueness and because of Neil Blomkamp. he is definitely a director that has a signature on his movies. And also, I thought the visual effects were really amazing, especially for Chappie in general. He looked like a real robot. I mean, I didn't see any CGI whatsoever. In my mind, that just adds to the realism of the movie. Overall, I'd give Chappie a humdrum. It's a good time at the movies, but there are some problems with it, like I said. Definitely check it out, and let me know what you guys think. Comment below. I believe this is my 40th video. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, guys. Subscribe to my Facebook and my Twitter down below. Thanks for watching, and Humdrum out.